Good morning, Fort Worth. It is the 17th day of April, and you found the Fort Worth Roots Morning Show. You've got Andrew and Dustin Schneider from the Jerry Jonestown Massacre Podcast. Good morning, Dustin.
Good morning, Andrew. Good morning, Fort Worth.
If this is your first time joining us, these are quick little episodes we do for you guys to get you lined up for your weekend on Thursdays, but just a quick 20-minute episode, Fort Worth-centric, covering weather, news, and other things, other wonderful things. All right, let's get into that first segment for weather today. Dustin, you said you're dragging ass. I am too.
Yeah, I have done 3 concerts in 3 nights, and they were all gigantic.
You're a madman.
And
you want to tell us which 3?
Monday night, AC/DC with the Pretty Reckless. Tuesday night was Poison the Well with Better Lovers and Glassjaw. And last night was Meshuggah with Cannibal Corpse and Carcass.
You guys need to go check out Dustin's art. He is a photographer, and he goes to these events and covers them, and also some work with the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders.
Here and there, yes, sir.
Plastic Dust?
PlasticObject.com or theaudiohead.net or theaudiohead.com.
You will not be disappointed. It's great work. Today's weather, 87 for a high, 66 for a low, 20-mile-an-hour winds. Friday, 84 and 66 for a low, mostly cloudy. Saturday is going to be 72 for a high, 62 for a low, thunderstorms, 81%. Sunday, 73, 52 for a low, 57% chance of AM thunderstorms. And then moving into next week, it's going to be pretty moderate, hip-hopping between low 80s and 60s. So,
it's supposed to get pretty bad Sunday morning on, like this Sunday's Easter, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
it's looking like it could.
They said that keep an eye on the sky.
Yeah.
Because it could be big hail and maybe some twisters.
Some twisters, some Texas twisters.
Yep, okay. Coming down.
Today, April 17th, is Maundy Thursday. I don't even know what that means. It's got a picture of Jesus. Let's click on it.
Well, it's the Thursday before.
Christians mark Maundy Thursday, which commemorates the Last Supper every year on the Thursday before Easter, April 17th. It's also known as Holy Thursday, Covenant Thursday, and the Thursday of Mysteries in various traditions. Happy Thursday of Mysteries, Dustin.
So I guess that'd be right. I thought that's what Good Friday was.
You got me. Catholics have holidays for everything. There's so many holidays. How does one keep up? I don't know. This day in history, April 17th, 1951, first UK national park, Peak District National Park, was established. Right on.
That's over there.
Moving on. 1961, Bay of Pigs. 3 fated U.S. Bay of Pigs invasion of Cuba is launched. A huge Cold War blunder begins as around 1,500 CIA-trained anti-Castro Cuban exiles land at the Bay of Pigs on the southern coast of Cuba, hoping to overthrow Fidel Castro's communist government. The invasion force will instead face total defeat.
I have a 3-hour dissertation and conspiracy theory topic that I'd like to go through with you right now.
No.
The Bay of Pigs leading to the assassination of JFK.
Really?
And yeah, that was all around the same time. The Cuban Missile Crisis, all of this.
Yeah.
Can we do that right now? Or
no, I think probably not. We don't have time for that today.
Dang it.
General Hospital 2002, this day in history, airs 10,000th episode. In 2002, the show celebrates a milestone with a flashback episode highlighting its first 39 years on the air.
Jesus.
What? Is that show still going? Demi Moore, Mark Hamill, Ricky Martin, and John Stamos all passed through the fictional town of Port Charles, New York, on their way to stardom. That is wild.
You know, what blew my mind is Young and the Restless is still on the air.
Right.
And that Victor dude is still alive and on there. He's been on there forever as a good guy and a bad guy, and he's probably married, 60 people. I can't believe that guy was still alive.
I don't even watch that show, and I think I know who you're talking about. Victor's like one of the main dogs in there.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get into some Fort Worth news. I found this on the Fort Worth Police Department. It says, avoid utility scams. Fort Worth water employees never need to enter your home to take water samples or investigate a water or wastewater issue. Emails are not secure. Oh, he just pulled up a bunch of pictures of Victor. Yeah.
That guy.
Dude's just dripping with Riz. He's got all the Riz. Emails are not secure. Fort Worth Water will never ask you to provide your personal information using email. This includes your social security number, driver's license, password, or financial info. Fort Worth Water will never ask you to buy a prepaid debit card or gift card to avoid service disruption. We will never ask you to send us money through Zelle, PayPal, or other payment apps. Report suspected scams to the police department and notify us at 817-392-4477. I just thought that was important. Apparently, there's some new scam going around. People are parading around as if they are the Fort Worth Water Department.
Or the gas company saying they're going to shut off your gas if you don't pay them right then and there.
That has actually happened here at Hoppin.
Yeah.
Michael has a whole story about how they called him and were like, we're shutting your gas off. And he's like, the hell you are. Like, no, you're not. And
but there's people going door to door doing it, not even calling.
Yeah.
And saying they're doing it.
Yeah. People out there scamming. Fort Worth to absorb more than 650 MedStar employees in EMS transition this summer. That's more than even our buddy Craig Trojic told us. He was thinking there was going to be 500 MedStar employees last time we talked. We got invited out to the Bob Bolin Safety Center, where the Fort Worth Fire Department and Police Department share a building. Anyway, they were doing a meet and greet for MedStar employees that were transitioning over to Fort Worth. What's happening is they are taking over MedStar's responsibilities, and so you're not going to see MedStar trucks running around. Those ambulances have now been taken over by the Fort Worth Fire Department, so you're going to start seeing Fort Worth EMS or Fort Worth Fire Department on the side of these vans. Nothing is changing. You're still going to get the same service whenever you call 911. The big difference is communication. They're not going through a third party now. It's all integrated into the Fort Worth's first responder system. This story's by Drew Shaw, and it's got a cool picture of a MedStar ambulance and a Fort Worth ambulance sitting side by side. You guys can find this on the fortworthreport.org. As Fort Worth's July 1st takeover of MedStar draws closer, details are falling into place. Last May, the city voted to dissolve longtime EMS provider MedStar after the entity acknowledged rising costs and declining reimbursements were making it difficult to operate independently while meeting response time goals. Instead of subsidizing MedStar, Fort Worth pivoted to create its own EMS system within the fire department, a decision guided by recommendations from a committee made up of several council members who spent 6 months researching alternative EMS models. The story does go on. Looks like this rollout happens in July 1st. Speaking of city council, did you see there was a fight that erupted at a city council meeting?
Yeah, it's only due time. I think more city council and what do you call it? The down at the state legislation and all that need to have more fist fights like the European parliaments do. I mean, it would be way better.
Yeah, 100%.
Hey, real quick.
Yeah.
Victor has been on. He first appeared February 8th, 1980.
Okay.
He's still on the show. 45 years.
Yeah, 45 years of awesomeness.
But earlier this year, he took a bullet to the chest.
Oh, shit.
He got shot by one of his longtime rivals, and his life is hanging in the balance.
When did that happen?
He took a bullet in the chest January 29th. This is on the show, not in
Oh.
But one of his longtime rivals, Ian Ward, played by Ray Weiss, shot him. So he may be retiring.
It might be time to retire. Yeah. I see what you're saying.
So there you go.
Got a
45 years doing a soap every day.
You might, I mean, at some point it becomes your identity, right?
But a lot of times those shows is like he's just stalking in the background, looking around the corner, staring at someone, right? Because he was that creepy dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a call in from the Real Foundation. Let's play that real quick so I don't forget. Real quick with the Real Foundation. You get it?
Okay.
Good morning, Fort Worth Roots listeners. I hope your week has been wonderful thus far. This is Jason Wiseman with the Real House Foundation, and I wanted to let you all know about an event we have.
Can I just pause and appreciate how smooth this man's voice is?
I was going to wait till this was over and say this is the smoothest, creamiest voice I've heard on a podcast.
This Saturday, April 19th at noon at the Modern Art Museum of Fort Worth. In conjunction with the Modern's Architecture Week, we will be screening the Disney classic Big Hero 6. The movie's open to the public. It's completely free. We'll have activity packets for the kids to take away. And then after the movie is over and the credits have rolled, We will sit down with all the kids in attendance and have a discussion about their thoughts and feelings about Big Hero 6. And if that wasn't enough, everyone in attendance, after all of that wraps up, will be able to take a free guided tour of one of the best museums, not only in the city, the state, but the entire country. So we hope you come out Saturday, April 19th at noon to the Modern to see Big Hero 6. Have a great weekend.
That is Jason Wiseman. He is the executive director of the Real House Foundation. We encourage you guys to go check that out. Sounds like fun.
And every Friday's matinee at the art museums.
That's right.
Here in Fort Worth.
If you guys have anything that you want us to cover on the show, all you got to do is make a little read like that, and you can email it to us at media@fortworthroots.com. And we had somebody yesterday call in through Instagram. They left a voice message through Instagram. So
Didn't even know you could do that.
But I didn't either. I guess I kind of did, but anyway, it's an option, and it sounded great, so I'm here for it. All right, what else we got? 12 can't miss Easter holiday events in Fort Worth. I'm just going to kind of scan through these. You can find it at fwtx.com. It's the Fort Worth magazine. Or is this the weekly? What is this? Why is this? Get out of my face. This is the magazine.
Yeah, that's Fort Worth magazine.
Yeah. Okay. All right, the W in their logo is tripping me up. Yeah, a little bit.
Stroking out.
Okay, I'm back. 12 can't miss Easter events.
I'd call MedStar, but I don't know what their situation is right now.
Just dial 911, Dustin.
I don't know who it is. Who's in control of the
ambulances? Does it really matter? You just need somebody.
Yeah.
Easter extravaganza, Greenbrier Community Center. Easter egg hunt, Chisholm Trail Community Center. Of course, well, those last ones are April 19th. This one is April 18th. Glow in the dark Easter egg hunt, Thomas Place Community Center. Also on the 18th, Easter event, Andrew Dock Session Community Center. Easter extravaganza at the Southwest Community Center, April 19th. So far, I think all of these have been free. Southside Community Center, April 17th. That's today. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Fire Station Community Center, April 19th. That's at 1601 Lipscomb Street. Happening on the 19th. Also free. All ages are welcome. Southside Community Center, April 18th. 959 East Rosedale. Betsy Price Community Center. Did you know we had a Betsy Price Community Center? I didn't know.
Interesting. Where's it at? Blue Mountain Road?
8375 Blue Mountain Road. That is on the 19th. That is $25. You're going to pay to hang out at Betsy's place.
Of course she wants your money.
Well, we don't know the logistics of that, but that is the only one I've seen so far where you pay for it.
Blame it
on Betsy.
Yep.
Thomas Place Community Center, 4237 Lafayette Avenue. It's free, 2 to 10, ages 2 to 10. Eugene McCrae Community Center. That's April 19th. 4932 Wilbarger Street. And then this last one here is MLK Community Center, April 18th. 5565 Truman Drive. Cool. And it's got Stephen Montoya. He did the story.
Is it weird that Easter is on 420?
I guess that is kind of crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. Are the potheads and the Catholics or religious types going to get into a fight?
You know, maybe it finally like brings solidarity and religion. Like maybe it's like this big moment.
Well, let me break that down
Easter
for you because it's
together.
also Hitler's birthday.
Well, you know, you didn't have to go and ruin the whole thing, did you?
And Columbine.
Zoo camera captures
And Waco.
elephants protecting their young during San Diego earthquake. It's time for your good news story of the day.
This is awesome.
By Andy Corbley, goodnewsnetwork.org. Okay, you want to tell us what happened?
Okay, so there was an earthquake down in San Diego.
6.5 magnitude.
Yeah, and so they've got cameras at the San Diego Zoo, and the elephants at first, there's a herd of them with a bunch of the females with baby elephants. And at first, before the earthquake happens, they're alerted, and they start walking around the pen. Well, they start looking around, and in the earthquake, you see the camera shake, and then they're really looking around what's going on. Once they can't figure out what's going on, they decide to put the babies in the middle of a circle, and they all back up. And all the females are back to back in a circle protecting the babies. And they stand there for a little while, and it's awesome.
They had a name for this, so I guess it's a thing that happens in nature, but the whole tribe just gets around the young, and they all face outward.
Alert circle.
Alert circle, yeah. I was wrong. It's a 5.2 Trembler.
It was enough to shake the cameras and to alert them.
Yeah.
Now, I came across a massive female elephant in Africa on safari that was protecting an injured, I guess, what do you call them, a cub? An injured baby elephant. And I've never seen a beast that big, that angry. Because we pulled up in the Jeep from here to the door, ears straight out, started trumpeting, and started stomping its feet at us. And so we just slowly backed up.
You don't want to mess with a pissed off mama elephant. No.
It was awesome.
Tomorrow, 8 p.m. Let's see, are we ready for this? Yeah, we'll get into it. We'll do space news last. How about that? Let's get into the events. Tomorrow at 8 p.m. at the Cicada, Playtime, Rabbit, Darstar, Assisted Living at the Cicada.
Good bands.
Tomorrow at 8 p.m. Broke String Burnett, Blacktooth ATX, September Moon at the Cicada. That's Saturday, April 26th.
No comment.
Okay, dang it. Let's get back into this week. Okay, let's see if we can find some good stuff happening around town. Do you know of any events happening this weekend, sir?
Well, is this weekend the weekend of that Folk Fest thing that you've been promoting? The one that's out there, you have to drive 3 hours to get to and camp. Is that this weekend?
I've got the read for that, too. I guess we could play it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's this weekend. The proprietor, the creator of this event, came out here. She made a 3-hour drive to come talk for a minute and a half on our show.
I know you've played an ad for it several times.
Yeah, it's actually, I think it's happening April 18th. Here we go.
Well, that's tomorrow.
Texas, get ready. April 18th through the 20th. Walk This Earth Music Festival is bringing some of the top roots bands in the United States to the middle of nowhere for a 3-day camping festival. This year's lineup features the Hoot and Hollers, Carrie Nation and the Speakeasy, Pinata Protest, plus 30 more amazing artists. Walk This Earth will have food trucks, tons of vendors, serenaded hay rides, and contests throughout the weekend. Whether you come for the music, community, to make new friends, or just for the adventure, there's something for everyone at Walk This Earth. So join us on the Sloan Ranch, April 18th through the 20th for Walk This Earth Music Festival. Get your tickets right now at walkthisearthfestival.com.
Outstanding. It does sound like a lot of fun, and I think next year we should incorporate that into our events.
I'm not going to lie. I thought it was fake at first.
Oh, really? Yeah.
And
I mean, it's such a good read.
I was like, what the heck? I thought this was a joke you were doing. Real quick, our friends in the Professor Fuzz 63 and the Red Admirals are playing Dr. Jekyll's this Saturday.
Okay.
With Volk. So I wanted to throw that out there.
Is there a cover?
Dr. Jekyll's, do they charge cover?
And then
$10. It's at 8:30 p.m. on Saturday.
Okay. Everything that we looked up this morning is just Easter stuff. I can't find anything else but Easter stuff. There is an adult egg hunt happening at Hoppin', where we're recording right now, April 19th. What?
I thought you had to go overseas for that.
Egg hunt?
An adult egg hunt? Like, what is...
I don't know. They put gift certificates and prizes inside the eggs.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
So they're doing one here. They're also doing one at McFly's, and it's a great time to just come out and get a bunch of free shit. So put that in your pipe and smoke it.
There you
also, let's see, 420, the Munchie Market happening here at Hoppin'. It's going to be a 420 friendly event, and you guys are welcome to come out. It's put on by an organization called Plug Hub, and they always do an incredible job putting on these vendor markets. So come on out. Myself, the Jerry Jonestown Massacre podcast, and Fort Worth Famous are going down to Big Bend to spend a few nights down there howling at the moon, and then we're going to Terlingua. We're going to be staying in these, what do they call those domes?
They're called stargazing domes?
Stargazing domes. So we're going to do that. We're going to have lunch or dinner or something at the Starlight and
run through the graveyard.
Do all that fun stuff, and then we'll be heading out to Marfa to go visit El Cosmico for their last season at the original location.
Also, at Big Bend National Park, the basin, the Chisos Basin, this was supposed to be the last weekend that it would be open, and they've actually extended. They're not going to start construction until June.
Oh, cool.
But it will be a full 2 years that the basin is basically inaccessible.
That's where all the trees are, and
Yeah.
that.
The lodges, the
Yeah.
restaurant,
But
the window trail.
They're making a bunch of modifications. New.
Yeah, they're fixing the campground in there. The campground in there is kind of weird, and they're fixing all the lodges and stuff,
Yeah.
and making them nice.
That's going to be cool.
But 2 years, it'll be down. So
Yeah.
you got a couple more weeks if you want to go out there.
If you guys have never been out to Big Bend, I promise you, it is one of the most majestic things you'll ever see. And it sounds, when somebody tells me like something of that nature, I'm just like, okay, hard eye roll. But you just don't know unless you've been down there. And pictures don't do it justice, although
Nope.
it's beautiful even in pictures. But you got to go down there. You've got to experience it.
It's one of those places that is life altering, life changing when
100%.
you're down there, and you're just like, I don't understand just being here how this is changing my life.
What it will do to you is make you wonder why you get up every morning and go to a job you don't like. And
Yep.
not too long after that, I quit my job and became a full-time podcaster. Big Ben did that to me. So anyway.
Oh, well, sometimes it doesn't work out.
Also, the 4th annual car shows this weekend. 4th annual car show and cruise. Friday, April 18th. There's a police escort from River Oaks' what is the name of that place? Grump's Burgers. Right there off of that main drag, River Oaks Boulevard.
I wanted to go to that too.
Yeah, I know. I've never missed one of these. This is the 4th year, and I've been to every single one. Saturday, April 19th is the car show. 10 a.m., Burgers Lake, 1200 Meandering Road. There's going to be over 300 classic cars, 100-plus vendor booths, live music, games, and fun for the whole family. More information on Facebook. Look for River Oaks Spring Fest. And then they have a website, riveroakspringfest.com. This is one of the most incredible events that happens all year round, and if you have chance, this is a good one to bring out the family. So, and it's Easter weekend, so maybe there will be some adult eggs out there.
I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it. I don't know how to retrieve them.
Yeah,
I'm not certified to do that. I do have friends
I'm not a doctor.
that work in that field,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll let them do that.
Yeah,
They can do egg
that's
retrieval.
probably the smart thing. So next week, since we're going to be gone, our episodes will be pre-recorded. We're actually going to do that for you guys today, but we're going to make sure that it's fun, lively, and original content so that you have something to go to fill your morning spot, so you can still count on us to have an episode out for you Monday through Thursday. And hopefully you can follow along. We don't have cell phone service in most of the places we're going, but we will pop in from time to time to share pictures and videos with you guys. And then when we get back, we'll be releasing episodes that we'll be recording down there along our way on our trip.
And I'm wondering if one of our compadres is going to surprise us with Starlink. I keep teasing it.
Don't do that.
So I'm like,
No.
yeah.
I need a break.
Well, I mean, that's your self-control.
Yeah.
I just won't tell you that it's there.
Okay.
And then
That'll
you're
work.
like, how are y'all streaming Formula One? Oh, there's a Starlink dish over here.
What a travesty to go out to Big Ben and just sit there and watch television.
No, we're not. I'll watch it on the road while we're driving.
While you're driving. It's hilarious. All right, folks. Well, thank y'all for making this part of your morning journey, and we hope that you have a wonderful weekend. Go out and support some local businesses if you get a chance. If you have anything that you need to contact us about, or you want to submit a read for next week's episode, or the week after, I guess, hit us up. media@fortworthroots.com is our email.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Everybody that's panicking that there's not a Jerry Jonestown Massacre episode out yet this week, it will be out today. We spent 2 days recording it, doing trips back and forth to Dallas to the different concerts we went to, and I was just going to do 1 day, and then Matt's like, no, let's do it 2 days. So it's going to be extra long. So
Okay.
it'll be out today. Don't
Worth
panic.
the
Everybody
wait.
calm down. Everybody calm down. It'll be out today.
If y'all haven't listened to the Jerry Jonestown Massacre podcast, they do a live recording most Tuesdays, and you can get in on the live audience chat. They're on YouTube, and you can find them on the Instagrams as Jerry Jonestown Massacre podcast.
And there will be a good one coming from Big Ben.
And you need to go to Plastic Object and check out all of Dustin's incredible photography.
Thank you.
All right, folks, as you move through outer space on the back of a giant sea tortoise, Did it again. Tortoise. Giant sea tortoise.
Are you a flat earther?
Oh yeah.
What?
Let me try that again. As you move through outer space on the
Changed my
back
mind
of a
on this
giant
weekend.
sea turtle, we hope that you will choose love and gratitude
Really?
every chance you get. Until next time, folks.
You're into flat earth?
Good day.
What?
Morning in the morning, morning. 'Cause she got that soul.